A thread by Soul War. President Trump's political model isn't really a political model. It's a life model. It's something he's been showing America for decades. Right now, Americans are being pitted against one another by the despicable DC denizens and their media lapdogs. For decades now, the left-right political model has been used to divide Americans, when originally it was simply used to identify your political leanings. Except for rare hyperpartisans, most people had no concerns if you were the other letter. Now, it's war. Beginning in the 70s and slowly growing over the years, we have all been encouraged to see those of the other tribe as the enemy of all that we hold dear. No, the people doing this to us are the enemy. The swamp, news media, and social media are determined to pull us all down. Descend us, mire us in the lower emotions. They have drastically stepped up their media blitz on all things Americana because we elected Donald Trump president and he proceeded to begin stabilizing the world and increasing prosperity to amazeballs level. They cannot allow that. I did a thread called "The Storytellers Are Being Removed." Here it is. All competing, questioning voices must be silenced. This is why news no longer informs you, and movies no longer tell good stories. They are now vehicles to push you to fill an agenda. As President Trump provided Americans greater stability and prosperity, and therefore stability than anyone had seen in decades, people began to notice his opposition began to act, well, insane. And the better things got, the crazier and angrier these folks were acting out. We were inundated with it. News, movies, and social media were rife with sheer madness. Cancel culture appeared, as well as media campaigns literally designed to stifle free speech. All the while, President Trump worked diligently to improve the lives of all Americans because he is who he is. You see, Trump's life model slash political model is not left-right. People forget Trump is not a conservative. He believes in rule of law, the Constitution, and a strong military. Any Democrat worthy of mention prior to 1963 could say the same. General Flynn is a Democrat. Trump is not left or right. Trump's political model is plus minus. I usually hate this phrase, but let that sink in because it's 100% true. Success or failure, what works and rejecting what doesn't. Excellence or crap. Trump lives this every day. Can you see it? It's something so basic that people overlook it. He's been showing us this for years, and after he's reelected, he will articulate it, probably in 2021. That will be a clear sign we are past the astroturfed upheaval being fomented by America's enemies and the left, but I repeat myself. Why hasn't Trump explained what I'm calling the left-right model, calling his life model up till now? Because, like the Saudis, Trump doesn't tell anyone what he's doing until he's done it. That way, the opposition's ability to stop it is blunted. Also, the left are obsessed with words, not deeds. But most Americans that love America get Trump. Success is a magnet. So Trump's plan is to stand in the middle and pull with prosperity, stability, and sanity as many Americans to him as he can. This is why the left is so determined to destroy him. As I've said often, the media's number one job is to destroy any sense of peace and harmony you may have. Look at the news and social media. They need you stupid, angry, and crazy so you can be manipulated and controlled. Look at what they've done to your kids. Now they are using cowed corporations, social media, and cancel culture to go after the older folks. Yet throughout all of this, Trump has not been idle. He is incrementally and methodically preparing the terrain for victory. When Trump is safely reelected, much of the rally persona that you're used to seeing will fall away. Don't worry. It was just a persona he used to fool his enemies. The real Donald Trump, you'll like him even more, and you will love his second term. Let me show you an image of what the left is desperately trying to destroy: the family. If Trump's first term was bumpy and somewhat sabotaged, you'll be able to call his second term the second great awakening, where faith and family will become important in America again. Look at the people now roaming that autonomous free zone in Seattle. Many of them are hideous. It's nothing compared to what's on the inside. Walled in together, they're already starting to eat each other. We are on the cusp of an amazing recovery. We have a leader who truly defends America and wants us all to join him in the sane, stable middle. Our enemies are desperate to ensure that that never happens. Look at the current madness. Who really wants this? Everyone is adopting the role assigned to them in a shitty movie. Well, I want the Trump movie, the one where all good-hearted Americans win. When you look at America with new eyes, you see what they're doing to us. You can also see what President Trump's doing to cure us of the mindless biases that are diminishing us. As the left fails, waves of prosperity, stability, and winning will truly overwhelm you. For 4 more years, without any effective pushback from the left, because they will be well and truly broken. Hate us all you want, their power and authority to inflict themselves on you will be gone, and mostly gone in deep blue hellholes. The left-right model will be rightly abandoned. Trump's life model will be adapted by most common-sense Americans. The can-do spirit of Americans, coupled with the plus-minus quality test, will rocket us to the stars. #BuckleUp. The end.